got all the info.
Yeah. Is that just by design? You wanted me to take a bigger role in this podcast, or were you just a little busy this week?
I was a little busy this week, and both.
All right.
Both are true.
Nice.
Yeah.
No, you definitely want me to do more editing, and I say I'm gonna, and then I just don't. It's tough. It's not your passion that I feel is a backseat sometimes, in a good way. You know, I feel like I'm stoking your wings.
But this could be our passion. Our podcast.
Yeah. No, I'm passionate about this podcast. Mm-hmm. You know, the Moose Lounge is something I bleed for, but you know, we each do it in our own way.
And it's an especially exciting time for the Moose Lounge because we have exactly 69 subscribers on YouTube.
You know, I saw we had 68, and I was waiting for that magic
69.
moment. But nice, dude.
It bumped up to 70, and then someone unfollowed us, and I was like, "Oh, thank God!
Well,
get them out of here."
So don't subscribe.
Yeah, don't. We have achieved our goal.
We're capped out.
That's
Cool.
69 is the max.
That's a pretty good amount of subscribers. And it's just a sexy ass number, obviously.
That's a good number.
It's nice. Well, thanks to all 69 of you.
Yeah.
Any comments or anything? I know we haven't done that in a little while. I guess I could pull up the...
Yes, actually, some comments. Someone gave me a weird comment on YouTube. They said that my voice had the resonance of a 12-year-old girl with ovarian cancer.
Oh, that's awful.
I didn't know what it meant. I still...
What is a girl with ovarian cancer?
Yeah, does that affect her voice?
Sounds like...
If your ovaries are weird?
I mean, I guess.
And also the resonance? Like, I don't even know... Isn't that kind of like the frequency? I just didn't understand it.
I mean, it's... Maybe it's...
Go to studio, dude.
Manage videos? Yeah, this is it, right? Where we go? Comments?
Yeah, comments. And then uncheck, I haven't responded. Get rid of
There's
that.
a couple you haven't responded to. I could like that. Mm-hmm. I could get on this. Liking. I would never vote for a guy so stupid he doesn't know porn's free. That's Hunter Biden.
No.
Yeah, right?
No, that's the campaign funds. That's
George
Santos joke. I didn't even see that comment. That's
nice,
a new one.
Dude. Yeah, because they're flying in so fast. We're blowing up.
They are. Look at this. 3 hours.
Your voice has the resonance of a 12-year-old girl with ovarian cancer. Damn.
Like, I listened to it again, and I'm like, I guess maybe. I feel like there was a better burn to be done there.
Nice. Well, I think that's my favorite comment. So
that's a good one.
Jaws Ruler.
Let's
pull him up. Thank you for your comment. You look pretty fucking sick in your Jeep.
Oh my God,
nice, dude.
This guy Jazz
ripping it.
Let's pause his video.
Why, you're not loving his sweet voice coming through?
Yeah, no, he sounds like
He looks like a cool dude, honestly. Who clearly knows a lot about ovarian cancer.
Yeah, now that I'm looking at him and his gun-themed YouTube, I'd like to say that I have no qualms with anything you said, and you seem like a great guy.
I concur, and I think that you're awesome. And please don't hurt us.
Please do not hurt us.
Please don't focus.
It'd be a little rude if he did hurt me. He thinks I'm a 12-year-old girl with ovarian cancer. What the hell fucked up would that be? To shoot one? Or maybe it's a mercy killing. Maybe he knows the doctors don't have my case under control.
All right, well...
My ovaries are in my throat, apparently. Because they're affecting my voice. The resonance of it, not the...
just the vibrations.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure you're dying to know what we're talking about.
I'm very excited.
Any guesses? Said it was broad.
You said it's broad. Life.
It's not that broad.
Not that broad?
God's a little...
Just your 20s. Just a small part of life.
Yeah, no, I actually picked 15 to 32.
15 to 30? I love that demographic.
No, today we're just going to be talking about animals. Animals and stuff is what I wrote down. But specifically, mostly just animals, yeah.
Okay, I like animals.
So,
wait, you know Ricky Gervais, one of his specials he put out, he's doing an interview, and he goes, I feel like I cheated on this special. Because basically what I did was I looked up fun animal facts, and I kind of just said them in a funny way.
Well, fuck.
Yeah.
Didn't know about
No, what I mean is that it's apparently great territory.
Well, yeah, because I essentially did that. I looked up some cool animal facts and wrote down the ones that I liked the most. And then I, on my own, did some internal research on just things that I was curious about and learned some pretty crazy things about these
Internal
animals.
research makes it sound like you meditated on the animals.
I didn't do any external research.
It was all just
strictly instincts. You're
like, I'm an animal.
How do I feel?
Yeah.
What are some facts about me?
10 fingers. Yeah.
But yeah, when I was going through the facts, I was pretty much just copy pasting, and I included the link on each one. So if we want to learn more about the fact, we can go in.
Oh,
so
good. Our 69 viewers are going to love that.
Well, I meant more like we could pull it up.
Oh, okay.
Maybe share the links. I don't know. Like
I
for
see.
more context.
Something.
If the fact isn't enough and
Yeah.
our vocabulary isn't enough to get into it.
Vocabulary, but some big words
There
to
are.
describe these animals.
Definitely. Well, I also took the facts and I put them into ChatGPT and asked ChatGPT to put them in a Animal Kingdom order, so we have some sort of timeline to this. So we're going to be starting off with the molluscas.
The molluscas.
The molluscas.
Mollusk?
The molluscas? The molluscas? Mollusca. Mollusca?
Mollusca. Yeah, I don't know.
Apparently it's the animal kingdom that the octopus exists within.
Oh, interesting.
Yes, and I have remembered learning how octopus are essentially just aliens. Like, they are further from our animal kingdom than they're closer to basically bacteria than they are to like humans. They branched off in like a weird way.
Yeah.
Like fungus kind of.
I've heard someone hypothesize that it was literally like they started as bacteria from a meteorite.
And it kind of makes sense because they look like fucking bacteria. They're aliens, dude. They're crazy.
They change not only like the color of their skin, but the texture to match their surroundings.
I'm sure we've all seen those videos where they like just become a plant or something like that.
It's like chameleons do it, but there's just the color. They're I need to be
and
rock
they do
bumpy.
it in milliseconds too. Like, maybe not milliseconds, seconds. Like they just become whatever they want. It's really amazing. They have 3 hearts. I wasn't sure if you knew that.
Wow.
One pumps blood around the body, while the other 2 pump it to the gills. And it has blue blood, thanks to its high copper levels.
Oh.
So it's basically just a fucking alien.
Blue blood. Mm-hmm. That's crazy, dude.
And 3 hearts? What the fuck is that? That's not an animal. That's
just loving creatures.
That's crazy.
But cows have like 5 stomachs.
Stomachs and hearts, though, seem different. And octopus, their tentacles essentially have their own like thoughts. They when you chop it off, it can do its own shit, and then it'll grow back. But the hearts, and I think they have a couple brains too, are basically all controlled. Like when it feels something, it has its own thoughts on those feelings. That sounds terrifying, especially living in New York.
Oh.
Like its hand can like.
You mean literally like feeling a surface? I thought you meant like its feelings.
They're very sensitive. Yeah. Very, very sensitive.
It has thoughts about its feelings.
It basically can like taste, but beyond more than taste. Like it has like a neurological feelings towards what it's touching.
It's got its own. It's kind of like penises for humans.
Exactly.
It's got its own mind. You don't really control it that much.
Dude, you're getting ahead of yourself with these animals.
Am I?
With the penises in its own mind, it gets. Some of these animals go crazy.
Are you going to talk about the rhesus monkey?
No, but if that's something.
The rhesus monkey is cool because it has a prehensile penis. It kind of rolls up like this, and they can use it to grab stuff. Isn't that fun? Just a 5th hand.
Do they often use it to grab things?
Enough that we've seen it. Enough that like they were like, oh shit, it just used its penis to pick that up.
Damn, dude, how long is it?
It rolls up. Google rhesus monkey penis. Maybe on private mode. I don't know. That's. But yeah, and apparently they use it to pick it up. I don't think they can use it to hang.
Nothing is popping up about.
Google rhesus monkey prehensile penis.
Prehensile?
Yeah. Pre-hentai penis. No, that's. Does it come in?
They're available in whole tissues. I can buy a penis?
Ooh. Is it not getting results? Do I not remember this right?
Yeah. Non-prehensile tail. I don't know. Nothing's popping up, dude.
Fuck. All right, I'll find it later.
Please do.
There's a monkey out there with a prehensile penis.
Well, since we're talking about penises, this can kind of segue on to our next one. What animal would you guess? This was one of my Brian facts. We'll skip ahead. Would you guess has the largest penis on Earth?
Largest?
Yes.
A blue whale seems like a...
That is correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's got the largest
How
everything.
large would you guess this penis is?
Let's see. I saw a photo of its veins recently.
The
So, like,
penis
I have a rough...
veins or the blue whale's veins?
Yeah, of its veiny cock. No, like it's... of just some regular old veins. Maybe they were penis veins. I really don't
Who knows?
If they were, then this cock is like a semi-truck. But, no, I would guess that it's going to be like 2 meters.
Can you give us American measurements? there?
like between 6 and 7 feet.
Okay. An erect blue whale penis is 12 inches in diameter and 10 feet in length.
Oh my god!
That
Wait,
is-
that's too narrow for that long. That's a
think
long,
they're pretty
skinny
skinny
penis.
guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
jeez. Oh, he's
I
got
think that makes it scarier.
a pencil dick.
But it's 10 foot
yeah,
long
the
pencil
missile dick. Which doesn't sound as the same insult as
I
pencil
mean, 12
dick.
feet diameter, or 12 inch diameter is like... No, really?
It's a foot. Diameter is end to end. That's like that. That's what I'm saying, dude. It's long and so skinny. That's what so
That is
skinny for what?
terrifying.
Yeah.
That's way scarier.
It's like,
It's like some skinny tall dude
it's
with just
a lance.
He's stabbing
There's
you.
definitely a porn star out there that could probably get, one of her orifices that size.
Well, I guess that kind of brings me to my next penis animal fact. What animal do you think has the largest relative penis? So, largest to its body. It's kind of like a bit of a cop-out when I looked it up, but it's...
Is it
correct.
humans?
You fucking wish, buddy. Relax.
Relative
right?
to its body, I don't know.
Yeah.
Horses?
No.
What is it?
It's a barnacle.
Well, they have penises?
They do. The adults fuse onto one spot, so this necessary adaptation to reach its eggs and fertilize. And they basically taste and smell to find shit. I have to, what did I must have missed. They are let's see, barnacle penis size.
Barnacle, this is the stuff that sticks to the bottom of boats.
8 times the length of their body.
What? What? Are the ladies huge? Are barnacle ladies ginormous?
I think they just have to find the vagina, the other barnacle puss.
Oh, do you think it's because
difficult.
these are the things stuck to the bottom of boats, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
barnacle.
so maybe, they
they're
can't-
small. They're like tiny little. I
Uh-huh.
can just put it on the screen. And their penises are basically little. I don't know what you call them.
Siri, those are the penis. Oh, wait.
This is the whole penis right here,
Oh,
and it just goes out into different little tentacle penises.
I guess if you can't move,
Yeah.
you got to have a long
penis
penis
has
to
to
have
move.
sex.
It's gotta get around,
That'd
dude.
be nice as a human if you could just be sitting at home in your chair having
And
sex with the neighbor.
Your penis is doing all the work. It can taste and smell to find its own reproductive parts.
Oh my
it does
God, dude.
all of the work for you. You're just like, holy fuck, am I fucking right now? Oh my god. That sounds kind of crazy.
I don't know. I don't personally. I do not want my penis to have to smell. Just based on past experiences, I would say that would be.
It's true. You got to go
a downfall.
down on the girl no matter what.
Oh my, yeah, dude.
Your fingers can smell too. Everything can just
Uh-huh.
smell and feel.
She gives you a hand job, and you're like, "Oh, you had a Philly cheesesteak for lunch." I smell it on your
Nice.
fingers. That's
Great. Oh, was there a jalapeno on that Philly cheesesteak? Damn.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, 8 times their size.
Barnacles.
That would be nuts.
I feel like,
I'd be larger than the whale penis by far.
yeah.
I mean, my penis would be 8 times 6. What's my math? Isn't math?
8 times 6 is 42.
Damn, 42-foot schlong,
48.
50-foot cock,
Yeah.
just chilling. What? And if it's the similar whale diameter, I don't know if we can get that into the math, but it's gonna be super skinny, just like a
Yeah.
snake dick, basically. Isn't that in The Boys? Isn't one of the guys?
I'm sure
Have
it
a
is.
penis.
It
It's
sounds
one of
right
the dudes
there.
they rescue.
Yeah, or
He's a real character in the books, in the comic books.
I believe it.
Like the
only,
Love Maker or something.
The only penis scene I remember from The Boys is when the guy that can shrinks down and
Oh.
goes in the urethra.
I don't want to talk about that.
And then
scene.
he sneezes and goes back to full size inside the penis.
Hated that scene.
It's so hard to watch.
That was a cringeworthy scene for sure.
God, I'd never want to see a close up on the eye of a penis
I know.
like that again.
And then not that that's possible, obviously, but something like that is possible. Like in my penis and then expanding, and
Yeah, dude. Have you? What's the?
We
the
shouldn't talk
fish.
about
You know the fish. It's
Like,
on topic.
The Amazon
Yeah, if
river
you're
fish.
if you're ever somewhere tropical, you should not pee into the river or
Even
pee
if
into water.
You can't, because they can swim up your
Yeah,
fucking...
there's a type of fish that swims up your stream and lodges itself in your penis.
No, thank you.
Yeah. Oh, my
I remember seeing that on, like, House or something as a kid and being scared to pee in... You remember the stream I had in that house we lived in for a couple months? I remember being pretty terrified to pee in that stream.
Oh, dude, I still don't pee in streams. Even in the U.S., I'm like, just in case.
I guess I don't encounter streams that often. But
Or it's water in general.
What about the ocean?
I don't... I think they're freshwater.
Okay. Because I'm peeing all up in the ocean.
Oh, yeah.
Constantly.
Also, like, but when you're peeing in the ocean, you're not, like, streaming into it. You're
in it.
waist deep. Just, it's more like a dispersion.
So do you not go into streams ever?
I'll go into them. I'm just not going to pee into them.
I feel like once you're in the stream, your penis is easily as...
Do you think they seek out human penises?
I
Like,
don't
that's
know.
their
They're
whole-
seeking out their piss streams.
I thought it was maybe like an instinct.
accident?
Or like, you know, like
He's just
they're...
swimming upstream, happens to
Maybe-
catch, and he can't stop. He can't turn around.
Maybe they're programmed to, like, swim up waterfalls. And to them, that's a waterfall. A gross-smelling, discolored waterfall.
No, I don't know. I feel like he knows what he's doing. he has full intent there.
So the existence of this fish depends on humans peeing in streams.
I don't think it's a parasite. It's like not even a fish.
I'm pretty sure it's a fish.
It's
a very long, narrow fish.
I thought
Like
it
it's
was-
like this big, but maybe like 4 inches big,
God,
but
I'm not
super
Googling
skinny.
that. I'm just not.
You want to see just the fish?
What
It's like a hookfish, I think, or something.
penis swimming fish?
Yeah, a fish that will swim up your urethra. Urethra fish will probably.
that will swim.
Googling
up.
is an art, and I think
Google-
urethra fish will
It's
do
a
it.
parasitic catfish.
So it's a fish
It's a parasite.
and a fish.
That-
Yeah, those aren't mutually exclusive. You can be both.
Okay, well you didn't tell me my parasite was right either.
Well, I didn't know. I wasn't thinking.
I think that means it's like super small. What does parasite mean?
Parasite means you're living off another organism. Like
So
you
you-
require another organism.
It kind of does then want. It totally knows what it's doing.
Yeah, but I wonder if it's just our penises.
You think
Like, is it the
there's
penis?
a bunch of living organisms at the top
Well,
of waterfalls?
maybe like monkey penis. Maybe monkeys like the pee in streams. Bears pee in
Okay,
streams.
I don't care if it doesn't know what animal I am.
but it
It
seems-
knows what it's doing. Is what I'm
just
saying. It has intent.
It seems crazy that humans pee in streams enough to keep this fish around.
Well, no, it's definitely not just going in human piss. It's going up every piss.
But like, how many other animals pee in streams the way
I bet
we
you
do?
tons of animals, like every cow and shit that's just sitting in rivers, it's probably just pissing as is.
And it just goes up.
And I
yeah,
bet you that's when
bears.
it takes its
bears.
opportunity, just because your dick is open
Yeah,
and that it knows it's the hot spot.
that'd be a crazy like
Living.
well,
Honey,
I
I found
was-
a great fucking pisser today. It was a bear.
You know how
Can you believe it?
Mr. Miyagi tries to catch the flies with the chopsticks. It'd be funny if his training was he peed in the river and you had to catch the fish as it swam up your stream with chopsticks. Like what's that?
The guy's standing there like, I fucking hate this training. Oh,
That'd be a fun. That'd be a
that
fun.
sucks.
That'd be a good Squid Games challenge. Is you got to everyone has to pee into a bucket with one of these fish in it, and you have to catch the fish
Catch the fucking
as it swims up your
parasitic
stream.
catfish before your boy gets. What even happens to you?
I don't know.
The treatment can't be good.
Like getting it into my penis is already so bad. I figure
right.
that is
Just
the
kill me.
consequence.
This is
Yeah,
it.
like that's
Yeah,
enough. I don't
I
need
guarantee you there's worse to come after that.
like death.
The doctor's just like, damn, that sucks, bro. But you're good. That's it.
I don't know. What do you think is worse, death or like having to be castrated?
Probably death, dude. Like, what?
But if I like my dick and balls got chopped off in some incident, I'd probably just kill myself.
I mean, I don't know. There's probably still more to living than just fucking, and I'm sure it would be a bummer, but you could definitely live a fulfilling life without a dick and balls.
I don't know.
You
dude.
can. I
Well, like
guarantee you
the
someone has done it.
evolutionary.
Someone's made a story about it where they're happy.
Yeah, of course. Eunuchs. There's eunuchs. There's been plenty of eunuchs. They're beautiful and quiet.
And you know what?
But
God
here's
bless
the
that
thing.
person that's living happily
Look,
without.
if I got castrated at 12 and could keep my beautiful angelic voice, I'd be more into it. But I've missed that window. I've gone through puberty.
Maybe-
And so
Maybe you lose some puberty when you lose those guys.
You revert back.
Yeah, PD never was the same. Lost all that macho.
I could see it. If my dick got chopped off, I would again be nervous talking to girls.
Oh,
I would revert
this
right
is going
back.
into more Brian facts. We're skipping over all these boring animal facts. Where was it? The most fucking animal, I guess I would say, the animal that fucks the most is the marsupial mouse. And
Marsupial mouse.
It's a pretty depressing setup here. They die while having sex quite often.
The males, I assume?
Yes.
Of course.
And it's because...
Dude, we're always the ones dying.
They basically... They live for like a little while. I think it's a couple months. And then for like 2 weeks, like 10 months or something, there's 2 weeks of their entire life where all the sperm that started getting made like at month 4, 5 months, it's just been building up. It stops and is like ready. So they have 2 weeks to just unload all of the sperm that they've ever made and they ever will make. And they die doing it. Like in those 2 weeks, this report says they basically like lose their hair, they lose weight, like they fuck for 14 hours straight.
Oh my God.
It is a job. And they said it's like a very beautiful sacrifice. Like all the males do it. They're all very kind to each other. They're not fighting with other males to fuck even the same girl because they believe, and this was my favorite part, in sperm competition. So it's basically the concept where your sperm is, like, you believe strongly enough in your sperm to be the stronger sperm that you don't have to fight the guy to fuck the other mouse.
Oh my God.
You're like, yeah, no, it's cool. We'll handle it in there.
That'd be the
We'll
most
let
fun.
our boys take care of this.
They have the craziest shit talking. Dude, my sperm would fuck your sperm
Oh my
up.
God, my sperm is going to
Oh
impregnate
my
this
God.
mouse so much
You
harder.
think Michael Phelps is a good swimmer? You haven't seen my guys.
Dude, what a life.
That is crazy.
What a life.
You know that they hypothesize that the reason the human penis is shaped the way it is because if you have sex with a girl, it's supposed to scrape the semen out of her, of the last dude that ejaculated in her.
So it's like a cleaning mechanism.
So when we were evolving, apparently
pipe cleaner.
girls were hoes and just
Hey, dude.
yeah, just scrape.
It's all about that sperm competition.
It's all about that sperm. Yeah, true. That's because guys were insecure about their sperm abilities.
If you were a little stronger sperm.
We had to evolve this mushroom-shaped penis to compensate.
My girl can be with whoever she wants. This sperm is the strongest she'll ever experience.
You go and date those other guys. Their sperm will never
Those weak ass
will never compete with
I got the
mine.
strongest nut in the block, babe. This blew my mind. I couldn't believe it. 14 hours straight of sex sounds horrific.
Especially for an animal that only lives a few months. That's like year-long sex.
I mean, they have 2 weeks to get it all out. That's crazy.
Is
and
it
they
like,
don't know it.
Does something terrible happen if they don't get it out? Is it a desperate
No,
race?
it's like they just want to get they basically are never going to make any more sperm. So they know that their life is essentially useless and the sperm can like go bad. It once they make it and then it it's stored and then there's just like a point where it starts going bad, so that's where they start just fucking cranking it.
Sperm goes bad?
I guess when you stop making it, the area stopped keeping it at a certain temperature, so it freezes or something. So they have 2 weeks basically to get it all out. They all die having sex.
I didn't know sperm went bad. I'm gonna have to clean out my fridge, and that's
yeah. My socks I've all gone bad.
Yeah. I've been storing my socks in the freezer.
Yeah, but I did very much enjoy reading about these poor marsupial mice and their plight. The article was like, it's so beautiful to watch this tragedy of love. I was like, all right, man, relax.
I like the praying mantis where the female cuts off his head. Yeah, it's like he had more sperm in him, but she was like,
that's enough.
She was like, I will be your only love.
Well, I think I told you about this. We might have talked about it on this. Part of the reason she does it is because it rips his inhibitors off and he fucks harder without his head. So basically she's like, damn, you're not cutting it. Sling! Nice. That's the shit I
So there's a lot more pressure to be a good lover if you're a praying mantis?
Yeah.
Because if not, you get decapitated.
You basically need to fuck like you're decapitated or you're getting decapitated.
That's the ultimate insult. You're like, I would enjoy sex with your dead body more than you.
Well, in her defense, apparently the grasshoppers, when they lose their heads, go hard as fuck. Your body essentially has no, hey man, cool out. You're gonna fucking kill yourself. It's
Yeah.
nah.
Dude,
we're dead.
Rigor mortis, they're hard as fuck.
Yeah.
They're bricked up because
Good
of
one,
that
dude.
rigor mortis.
That might be a clip. All right, let's do some bullshit facts before we get to some meat and potatoes.
Okay.
Owls don't have eyeballs; they have eye tubes.
What?
You need to know more about that? We can.
Wait, what's the difference?
They're eye tubes.
But like our eyeballs are kind of tubes. You know what I mean?
No.
Wait, so can
owls
they
have
look with
tubes.
their eyeballs, or can they only look with their head?
They have eye tubes or cylinder rod-shaped eyes that don't move in their sockets as eyeballs.
So they can't.
That's why their heads move.
They
like
can't
that.
give you a side eye. They can only give you the straight. That's
they-
why their head does 360. Oh, that's so interesting.
Pretty crazy.
Yeah.
I think I've told you this as well. Their ears are one's here and one's here.
So you can tell
Where things are
height
coming from.
height and different.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because they can't turn their head sideways
Yeah.
like a dog. Owls are crazy.
That's why humans are worse at telling how high a sound is.
Well, we could just turn our heads.
You can. That helps.
that's what the dogs do. What the dog doing? All right. The next category would be insecta.
Mm-hmm.
As this one we've kind of already discussed. Butterflies can taste with their feet. So using something
I
called
feel like I've heard that.
chemoreceptors that help them identify plants. And the females select the correct leaf to lay eggs on by drumming it with their feet to release juices.
What does that mean? Identify plants? Like, do they land and they're like, "Oh yes, a peony"? You
Well,
know?
she's
Like-
she drums it up, gets the plant juices flowing, tastes them, and she's like, "This is a beautiful home for my
Oh,
babies.
okay.
They're gonna love this plant. It's gonna taste good." So yes, exactly what she's doing.
Hey, dude, I think butterflies are mildly
Butterflies are sweet.
scary.
They're terrifying,
When you
dude.
look closely at them,
They look like murderous little aliens.
like their wings are beautiful, but when you get close, I went to this.
Go ahead.
I took this girl to a flower festival in Philly. We went on a date there, and they had this thing. It was called the butterfly room, where you could go in, and
Yeah.
it was as
Dude,
you would expect.
I've been to a butterfly room.
Just full of butterflies.
Yeah, they're
So
sick.
you just stand there and let you land in. I went in, a couple landed on me, and I'm like looking close at these butterflies, and I'm like, this is a terror room.
But
this is a terrifying room.
They're cool because they're harmless. Like they're the most and like they land on you. That's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
I used to work with a lot of butterflies at the camp. Like we would have a ton.
Wow, so
and
they had a low bar for employment there. They're
well,
like-
yeah, my coworkers were fucking dumbasses. Some of them were just caterpillars too, not even full butterflies. But we would see a lot of butterflies because there's so many flowers there at the arboretum. And they were sick. Like they were very friendly. Like one would follow us around, and I'd be like, "This is my homie. Like this is my guy." I would put my faith in this butterfly.
It'd be cool if they were more faithful. Like, you know, you could
They
get them
can
to like you like
probably
a pet.
train a butterfly.
Have you seen the ones where if you put a bee in the fridge, it
Oh, and then you put like a leash on it.
you can put a little string around them because they
That's
kind of
fucked up.
they become immobile in the fridge.
Yeah,
and
they're
then you
frozen.
and then you just have a bee on a leash. So that's pretty awesome.
I down about that. That's animal cruelty.
It's yeah.
Only dogs and cats on leashes. Nothing with wings.
And kids and
ducks,
unruly
maybe.
children.
Dude, I saw a duck ran a marathon the other day.
What?
It loved running, and its owner got it like shoes and shit, and it wanted to keep running, so it just ran a marathon with its duck.
How? What's a duck marathon time?
I don't know. I think it made good time though. It was running faster
Dude,
than some humans.
come on. Its legs. It takes 6-inch steps.
All right, we're gonna look it up.
Yeah.
Duck marathon.
Well, actually, first, what's a guess? To give context, I ran a 4-hour marathon with 30 minutes in the porta potty.
probably like 7 hours for this duck.
Yeah, I'm thinking 7-8 hours.
It ran the New York City Marathon,
This year,
and it won a medal.
fastest duck.
Let's see if it has a time.
It's gotta. If they had a duck run a marathon and didn't time it, what a waste.
Well, I'm trying to find the time in this article without. This
I think
time
8
she won a
hours is
medal.
reasonable.
Her 332 pound. No, number 332.
What is it? It's a monster duck, 332 pounds.
This doesn't have the time.
That's what a jip.
Duck marathon time. Meet the famous duck. Record of 18 minutes? What?
That's
A 1 kilometer.
okay.
She ran 1 kilometer in 18 minutes. Oh, okay. He made another appearance at the Long Island Marathon in the New York in the 1K marathon with a record of 18 minutes and 8 seconds.
Okay.
How far is a kilometer?
a kilometer less than a mile.
Damn, he
That's
did it in
super
20
slow.
minutes.
It's the slow. Yeah.
3.31 kilometers per hour.
That's so slow. I would imagine flying is much more efficient. I bet it would have fucked that race up if it just flew. A duck could probably fly a kilometer in like a minute.
A duck can certainly fly 26 miles, but there's no way it's running it in the same time. That's a Reddit post. All right.
Duck marathon.
This one I didn't look too much into, but I thought it was cool. We're into the mammalia. Mammalia? That sounds like a...
Mammalia?
Mammalia, yeah. Mammals.
Yeah.
But it's just a fun word to say. It
is
sounds
fun.
like a... Mammalia. Like if I was a rock band and I wanted to introduce them. No?
Mammalia?
Maybe I have some songs stuck in my head.
I don't know.
Regardless, animals with smaller bodies and faster metabolisms see in slow motion.
Well, I don't know what that means.
I don't either, which is why I said I didn't really look too much more into that
They
one.
see in slow motion?
Yeah.
But, like, things are happening. You know, like, does it mean that their
Small
brain...
animals see in slow motion. Time doesn't fly if you're a fly, a new study suggests. That's pretty clever.
Okay, actually, it makes a little sense. I was listening to some talk by some physicist, I don't remember, but he was saying if you were... if you were a sufficiently large giant, everything would be happening on a delay because light would take a second or two to get to your eyes from whatever was happening. So it would make sense that the reverse is true. That the smaller you are, everything is kind of happening in even more real time than people our size because it's all tinier distances.
So, but this is saying you see things in slow motion.
So probably their brain has faster processing speeds too. I mean, that's what slow motion
They
is,
perceive
right?
more information
Like
in a unit of time.
you ever see...
they experience action more slowly than large body animals with slower metabolisms.
Interesting. You know about the... I read this book called The Rise of Superman, and it's all about...
I think you told me about that.
It's about flow state, and humans can achieve that temporarily when they're in what's called the flow state, which means a variety of things. It's when you're it's the zone.
I know the flow state.
It's
yeah.
I know the flow state.
I know of
played
it.
Fortnite
and I have
last night.
Been in it once.
I know the flow.
One true time when I was playing ping pong, Gio and
got
I were
into it.
literally both in it, dude. Like, I still can't describe it properly because I've never seen either of us hit ping pong shots like that, and it was like we were in a fucking video game. It was crazy, and then we lost it. It was
so
like a
hard.
couple rallies back, like a couple games, and then gone. 2-3 minutes of flow.
It's hard to get into. The easiest way is a runner's high. Mm-hmm. That's a form of the flow. I get that very easily, but other forms, like for ping pong or something, it's a rare occasion.
I used to play ping pong a ton, and I only recall it happening once.
Yeah, and basically the book Rise of Superman is all about super athletes and how basically their advantage is they can get into it easily.
They're just flowing constantly.
Yeah.
Constant flow.
You know Danny Way, the skateboarder that
Yes.
jumped over the Wall of China, Great Wall of China? Pretty sick.
Another super sense. Dogs sense of smell 10,000 times stronger than humans, but they just have 1/6 the number of taste buds. Is that a fair trade-off? So like food, that's why they like eat a steak and they're just like, holy fuck! Like there's levels to their shit. It's 1 through 6 basically. Like,
That's a 6.
don't we have thousands of taste buds? So they only have a couple hundred.
I don't know. I always wonder how they measure that a dog's scent is 10,000 times stronger.
I'm sure they.
Is there a cheese that they slowly put further and further away, and they
Maybe,
ask
or
when humans can no longer smell it?
They are probably very familiar with dog smell just on how they've used them for like police search stuff like that. So
but
they have a
even
good
so,
grip.
like measuring it seems.
Sure, but
to get a number
I mean,
like
how
that.
do you measure like a human smell? You know, it's the same kind of. Dogs are smart
Well,
enough.
you could sit a human down, hold a cheese in front of their nose, progressively move it back, and ask when they can no longer smell it.
You can do similarly with a dog.
How do you
in
know
terms of like
whether or not they
hiding it? It can bark at a certain. I don't fucking know, dude. I'm sure they have tests. They're policed. These dogs have gotten
No, dude.
better to tests and training than we have.
Once
I'm sure.
you work in research for a little, you lose so much confidence.
You don't
in
think
all
the
of
dog
this.
that killed Osama bin Laden had some tests going that it gave some feedback on?
The dog didn't SEAL Team 6
Or who
kill
was
Osama?
the other guy that got killed by dogs and robots?
Gaddafi or something like that.
Gaddafi.
No, it's
Sounds like a
Abu Ghadi.
I drove my Bugatti.
No, it's something like that. I know who you're talking about.
Regardless, that dog has answered some questions, I'm sure. Mm-hmm. This one I knew about growing up because I always knew about this fucked up little prank people told me about. But squirrels can't vomit or burp. Neither can other rodents. So that's why rat poison is so effective.
Oh,
and other animals, it's toxic for you, but it doesn't like necessarily kill you right away. Rats die. So the prank that I was always told about was if you feed seagulls like soda, like Sprite, they'll explode because they can't burp and like they just fucking pop.
Does that work? Is that true? Oh, that's crazy, dude.
It's fucked up. Though.
Yeah, it is a little.
I remember hearing about his kid, and I was like, "Damn, that's crazy!" And I was like, "That's awful."
How do you get a seagull to drink soda?
I don't know.
You got to really try for that.
Exactly. Like it's not like, oh no, the seagull.
The seagull's really going for your Sprite
can.
My bottle. He's going for your peanut butter and jelly.
Exactly. They know, but yeah, they can't burp.
You know when they speaking of animals exploding, you know when they first put sloths in zoos, the sloths started bursting because they were so full of feces. Ooh. Because sloths only poop when it rains. And they didn't know that, and they put them indoors.
So it never rains.
Yeah, so now sloth exhibits will have fake rain on occasion.
Thank God.
Yeah. Because otherwise they were literally just like, God, I gotta poop so bad.
And they were exploding or just
they were like, we've had such nice weather, I'm never gonna make it through this. This is...
Damn, dude. I mean, honestly, I kind of fuck with the only pooping when it rains.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Well, that way, the idea is the predators can't hear you poop during the rain.
That's not, I was thinking much like for
you thought it was vibes? like I have to poop, but the vibes are not right.
Man, dude, I'm hearing a lot of sounds. I just need some rain noise.
Yeah.
Oh man, being a sloth, I know sloth fact. They kill themselves not often, but it happens where they accidentally grab their own arm thinking it's a branch and then let go. God, and they just fall.
Those sloths deserve to die. That's
I mean, he has to be because they move so slow. He's letting go for a while, and he's like got time to figure out the situation. You must feel so dumb.
So too. Yeah, he's on his way down, like God fucking damn it, staring at his own arm.
Again.
Yeah. A second thought. Again.
Did you know that elephants have a specific alarm that means human?
No.
So they're like, they see a human and they do a specific.
It's interesting.
Like when you see a baddie at the bar, you do your little.
Oh yeah. These elephants are trying to fuck you. It's the.
I mean, I think dolphins are the only ones that want to fuck us, but I'm sure an elephant has.
You think dolphins want to fuck us, or they just want to fuck anything?
I think they're just. Yeah, they're looking to dominate via sex.
Yeah.
And we just look dominate.
How fucked up would that be? You're born as a dolphin, but you're attracted to things with two legs. Like, you're screwed.
The whole dolphin community rips on you. Like this fucking land fucker.
It's the worst.
Feet fucker.
The worst kind of feet fucker.
You have a foot fetish as a dolphin? It's so hard to find appropriate lovers.
Yeah, dude, like the worst gender for dolphins is the one that loves fucking bipeds. That's.
Yeah, when you're bi, that just means you like bipeds.
They feel so outcast. Oh, dude, what a good movie. They feel so outcast. They're like, there's no one here for me in this pod. And then they see someone walking in shallow water. And
he
like,
meets, what's her name? Fucking Ariel. He loses his shit. He's like, she's one of us, but she has feet down.
That's not. It's like imagine how disappointing it would be to be a monkey born with a foot fetish, and it's just more hands. You're like, no,
fuck.
the one thing I wanted.
He's like, and take your shoes off. God damn it!
More hands
every fucking time. More goddamn hands. Oh, let me guess. You can pick things up with them. Yeah, I knew it. I fucking knew it.
I spent a week or two trying to get that phrase going. Like, I'm as disappointed as a monkey with a foot fetish. But it was treated with more Hans.
Way too meta.
Yeah, than it was laughs.
Speaking of monkeys, this is my next fact, actually. Right. This one, I didn't really like how the fact was written. It says Azara owl monkeys are more monogamous than humans. They live together as families with two parents and offsprings for up to 9 years, or when one of them dies. How is that more monogamous than
Yeah, that's a low bar for Mormon. You know how you usually leave when your kid is 7?
Yeah, right? Like 9
These
years
owls,
of a family.
These owls make it to 9.
Thanks, Dad.
Yeah.
He leaves at 10. He's like, well, at least we did more than the monkeys.
Well, maybe in owl years, that's like
owl
a
monkeys.
40-year-old human. Like you can't get.
True.
Yeah.
But like, still, I would. I mean, I guess not all humans are monogamous. I'm sure not every Arza owl monkey is as faithful as the next. You know.
Well, no, some birds
Do
are
animals
like.
cheat ever, or is it cheat? I guess cheating is
Dude,
not
in
really.
the animal world, it seems, my understanding is it's way more binary. It's either you mate for life or for a very long time, or you mate with anybody.
Oh.
And like
You're either a swinger or a loyal.
Yeah, like
It's very similar to the human lifestyle.
a little bit. I don't know.
Oh, people don't. Oh, so you're saying
Humans seem to kind of do
you
both.
could go swinger and then settle down.
Humans span the spectrum, whereas these guys seem to be one or the other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So some monkey was like fucking around for a while. He had a family for like 1 year, 2 years. Then he really was like, you know what? I'm gonna do the 9-year thing. I'm gonna really settle down.
I'm gonna
fully commit to the 9-year.
And then he's devastated when his wife just has sex with the strongest monkey.
This big ass fucking gorilla comes in. He's like, babe, what? We did 8 years together.
Dude, imagine that's how it is. Like some dude benches more than you, and he's like, "She's my girlfriend now."
I mean, it's not too far off in the real world.
No.
Monkeys, you're not alone out there.
Yeah, but at least you have a chance to charm someone. It's very hard to be charming when all you've got is like, "Whoa!"
Well, when all she can understand is wow.
No, all she can understand is violence, basically.
and who's gonna protect my lineage?
Yeah. We're like, God, you beat the fuck out of my husband. That's so hot.
Oh man,
that turns me on.
You're
so
my
hard.
husband now. Did you know that the claws of a mantis shrimp can accelerate as quickly as a .22 caliber bullet?
I did.
That's pretty sweet.
That's so crazy.
They are just out here shooting shit with their fists.
Yeah, dude. If they were any bigger, they would be terrifying
so many animals, though. Like,
no, but theirs is. Aren't they breaking the sound barrier? What was
Yeah.
it? Yeah. So like that's imagine with your arm you could break the sound barrier.
They have to keep them in plastic tanks because they can break.
They'll break the glass.
with their
That's so
punches.
wild.
That's fucking sick,
Dude, that's like us like punching down a building kind of stuff. You know, like that's breaking
So they
the
have to
sound
keep me
barrier.
in like some rubber world.
Yeah,
so I don't fuck up this building.
They have to keep you. You're at all times. You have 5 Chinese finger traps on.
There's a guy whose job it is to replace the finger trap that I have to save with my calibrated. Did you ever finish Chainsaw Man? Wasn't one of the guys like a gun? Like that was the main villain? Was like the human gun. He was a gun.
Well, that's what they're looking for is the gun demon.
Did they ever get to him towards
Dude,
the
that's
end?
like going to be the end of the whole series. That's
Okay.
the over.
He's the big
That seems
bad
to be
guy.
the main arc.
see.
So that's going to be like season 9.
What a fucking hilarious like combo.
Just
What if he was a gun? Like, great idea. Let's do it.
It's good. No, I like that show. What else you got?
The bonehouse wasp stuffs the wall of its nest with dead ants. That's fucking badass. I mean, we do similar things
Yeah,
with
the
our little
catacombs
animals.
in Paris.
Oh, I was thinking of like hanging
Oh.
dead animals on your wall, like your,
Oh, okay.
your kills.
Oh, true.
yeah,
That's
like
that's
your
a good
tigers
one.
and shit.
Yeah, yeah.
I get this one's probably a little more utility based.
Yeah, the deer
ants
you
just
killed is
happen
not.
to make great lining for your family. room.
Imagine if the deer you have on the wall is like structurally integral for the
Yeah,
whole
the
building.
antlers are like the support.
They hold the ceiling up.
The jeez. It's just like a fucking your entire ceiling beam is a bunch of bears fused. Yeah, no, their bones are phenomenal for
in a
structure.
bear house. Well, that's what you ever see like the old huts from like the Ice
Made of
Age
bones?
people. They're mammoth bones. They made their whole hut pretty much. They
That's
kill a
pretty sweet.
mammoth, and that would
makes
be a new
sense because
hut.
bones are strong as shit, right?
Yeah,
Like, even
and then you
into
got the mammoth hide, which covers all the bones.
I mean, you might
'Cause-
as well just live in the mammoth at that point. Well, didn't they? You can like kill a camel. Doesn't Star Wars do that?
Star Wars does it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think
I
I think
agree.
Bear Grylls does it too. I'm dead serious.
Yeah,
like oh, I found this recently deceased camel.
Let me get in. You know?
Is that a gunshot wound? No, it died of
Natural causes. My middle name is Nature. No, I mean, it definitely does keep you warm. I feel like you leave with a ton of parasites or something.
I mean,
that can't be cost free.
There's no way that's a
Sleep in a deer.
Yeah, there are prices to pay after such a horrendous decision.
Like, I'll just be a little chilly this evening. I'll wait for.
Well, in Star Wars they have to do it because it becomes like negative 1,000 degrees in the desert or some shit.
Hoth is rough. If I was on Hoth, I would sleep in a deer. Otherwise,
I'm thinking of the Family Guy episode. They're like, no, but we have to kill Bobo. Like, we love Bobo. He brought us to water. Or no, it's Rick and Morty actually. And Rick's like, nope, sorry, we gotta kill Bobo. We gotta sleep in him. He's like, okay, I'm sorry. Kills Bobo, and then the sun goes down. He's like, oh, sorry, wrong planet actually.
That's funny.
Let's see. What's this one? Tardigrades? Don't know what those are, but they're extremely they're very durable microscopic animals that exist all over Earth.
Water bears. You don't know about tardigrades?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
They're cute as shit, actually.
Yeah, dude. They've got like 8-legged bears.
They can survive anywhere, 300 degrees Fahrenheit or minus 500 degrees.
Or some they live for a while in the vacuum of space. Yeah.
Decade without food.
South Park did a whole episode about this.
Oh, I don't think I've seen it.
Yeah, the NFL was complaining that they were losing fans, or their fans weren't living long enough or something, and so they programmed tardigrades to be really into the NFL. And like they all are. And like
best fan ever, doesn't have to eat.
Yeah. Exactly. And then there's like an NFL game and it's all just like water cups in all the seats because you can't see tardigrades. That's really good. And then like Jimmy, the disabled kid, is like the main scientist.
South Park does it better than
dude, it's so good. And I love because in that episode it's like the special ed class, so they're all at each other's throats. So like Jimmy is disabled, but then like an autistic kid is trying to kill him, like because he wants to be the #1 science fair project.
We can watch it after.
Yeah.
There's a place on Earth where this is a solid fact. Seagulls prey on whales. What they do is they dive bomb the calves, the baby whales, as they're coming up, and they take bites of their blubber out of the back, and they just slowly chip away at these fucking whales, and they end up killing them. And then when they're dead, they eat their bodies as they float to the...
Oh my god. Death by 1,000 seagull bites.
I guess you gotta go get air, especially when you're a dumbass baby whale, but like...
Well, a smart baby whale, because he's, breathing, but the dumbass baby whale is like, fuck those seagulls, I don't need air.
He dies
just
less painfully?
Drowns himself. But that's pretty interesting. They kill the whales that way?
Mm-hmm. Wow. Slowly 1,000 pets.
I guess enough
baby
mosquitoes.
whales also, they grow really fast, so when they start off, they're not huge. They get like hundreds of pounds a day, though, baby whales.
You think they're bigger or smaller than their dad's penis?
They start off smaller.
Smaller than dad's penis?
Wow. Oh, when they're born, I think they're bigger. Sorry.
Okay, I was going to say.
Yeah. No, definitely. Well, definitely girthier.
Oh, for sure, dude. Yeah, just got
just coming out little missiles.
That whip dick.
Let's see. I got a couple more rando facts, and then I'll end with some quality Brian facts.
Okay.
We have the extinct colossal penguin was as tall as LeBron James.
That's crazy.
6'10". Nuts. That would terrify the shit out of me.
Oh my god, dude.
if a bird was, especially like a bird that essentially doesn't have any crevices, like it's just a wall,
and then it's got this big beak.
Oh,
which if you're that big,
birds
it's
are scary.
Like
birds are definitely long. Like the most prehistoric animal. I think like they feel the least. Like I guess alligator stuff like that too. I don't know. The beak aspect, just they feel like they would peck me mercilessly and like.
I'm always terrified that a bird is going to peck my eye.
Yeah, something like that. Like they seem malicious and very sharp and dangerous.
Like if they knew that was the kill shot, they could win all fights. Like that is the fact that birds don't know that eyes are our weaknesses is the reason that we dominate the planet.
Yeah.
Like if every bird just went for the eyes of everyone, like
we would be fine. There's a bunch of birds out there. Pigeons, if they all decided to
go for the eyes. Yeah. Because that's always what I'm scared of.
Even if they just teamed up and like didn't even know about the eye thing, they take out a good amount of us.
Team up.
1,000 pigeons versus 1 human. Toast.
Well, dude, emperor penguins.
Couple pigeons.
Emperor penguins are like up to our shoulder almost. 6 feet.
Some of them, I think so.
No, give it a Google. I think they get up to like 4.5. Like they're up to your shoulder, But I'm not looking eye to eye with an emperor penguin. That'd be crazy.
Yeah, 3.5 to 4.5.
Yeah, okay. That's if there was.
Let's see these fucking extinct penguins. What were they called?
I mean, LeBron James.
Colossal
I'm at
penguin.
like his nipple level. Do penguins have nipples? I bet no.
Do penguins have?
No, they don't, because they feed their young by vomiting.
No, it's a bird. So no.
Yeah, no birds have nipples.
Yeah, because we don't have to give them milk.
Because they just vomit it in your mouth.
14 new species of dancing frogs were discovered in 2014, raising the global number of known dancing frog species to 24.
What's a dancing frog?
That's a great question.
You didn't have that question when you read that fact?
I figured the question would arise
frog?
right now, and we could learn together. A dancing frog has a particular habit of waving their feet to attract their females during the breeding season.
Okay.
You want to see a minute-long video of a dancing frog?
No, not really.
Okay, me neither. Actually, that sounds so stupid.
I don't think waving their feet. That's like
Okay. And this is the last random fact that we have. And it's that animals have some unusual group names. For an instance, a group of parrots is known to be a...
I don't know.
Pandemonium.
Oh, okay.
Just a ruckus of parrots. A group of buffalo form a...
Herd?
An obstinacy?
These are the top results.
Siri just got involved.
What did we say?
Was that Hey Google or is that a Hey Siri?
A Siri. Or no, that's Hey Google, sorry.
Oh.
I guess...
What did you... Sorry, what was a herd of buffalo?
An...
Obstinacy?
Obstinacy. O-B-S-T-I-N-A.
I don't even know what that word... Okay.
A group of rhinoceroses?
I would again guess herd.
It's a crash.
A crash.
A crash of rhinos. That feels just like someone's living room got fucked up by rhinos.
Yeah.
They were like, the fuck, another crash of rhinos.
So you know rhinos are one of the animals that do harems?
Is that where they like sell the women?
No, a harem where it's one dude and he just has like 17 females that are his. Basically.
Interesting.
I tell you about the black rhino auction at the Dallas Safari Club? Yeah. Well, for our viewers out there, I'll tell it again because it's interesting.
Sorry, I mean, no. You didn't tell me more.
I'll tell it again. So basically, I went to this Safari Club convention, and they were auctioning off a license to kill a very elderly rhino that was like part of a subspecies that was it was like being monitored for extinction. It was down to the last few. And there were protests everywhere outside. People were furious. Turns out that this rhino, even though he was so old he was infertile, but he was so big that none of the young bulls could take his harem from him. So he was just firing blanks into these ladies and, unknowing to him, destroying his own species. Because he was not allowing any of the younger bulls to reproduce.
So what was the protest? Oh, the protesters were wrong, right?
Yes, because they were auctioning this off. All of the money went to conservation.
And they were like, this guy is
and they were like, we have to get, if we want this species to stick around, we have to get rid of this guy.
Yeah, this dude's just...
And like, imagine going to a protest without Googling first and just being like, is this a good protest to go to?
The first thing I'm doing before I pull out my Sharpies and make the sign is... Let's just double check we're doing the right thing.
Yeah, is that?
I just want to make sure that we're not going into this like a bunch of dumbasses.
Dude, so, but just, I mean, you go into a protest already. I don't know. Anyone that goes, like, do you think protests achieve anything?
Yeah, I think it's depending on the protest.
It's like good pics for Instagram, like of all the people in the street that can be compelling.
I mean, I think you have a right to protest. And
I agree.
I appreciate...
You also have a right to, like, sit on a stool. It doesn't mean it's going to change policy in any way.
Of course not.
Yeah.
But, like, I think exercising protests are important, and it's good to allow them because you don't know the impact that one protest has versus, like, 100... You could start a movement, essentially, with protests. I don't doubt that protests have changed shit. So, I mean... I think they can be done because there's so many that don't go.
Yeah, like one must have worked for everyone to be so enthusiastic.
A protest has to have worked.
But I think they worked before social media, like where you didn't know how many people were up about a topic.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
When you needed to like see,
Yeah.
oh my god, a lot of people
physical
actually
numbers.
care about this.
But now you can like, there's
Tweet it.
polls for everything. You
Yeah.
can go to Twitter and
vote
check
from
it
home,
out. My favorite, I think hands down the most ineffective way of protesting is a silent protest.
Oh yeah.
That seems like a terrible way to raise awareness of something.
It's also called a nap.
It's to not talk about it.
A silent protest tonight from about 11:30 to 9.
Yeah, I'm like constant.
Every night I silent protest. What about a group of crows? Do you know what that's called?
A murder.
Yes,
I do.
That's the classic.
That's such a good
what?
one.
A murder
Yeah.
of crows.
Dude.
How about a group of larks?
Larks.
Mm-hmm.
I thought a lark was like a joke or something. What is a lark?
You don't know what a lark is?
No,
Me neither. I think. Hold on,
we don't know.
dude. I mean,
I'm guessing bird based
yeah,
on how it sounds.
It's a bird. It's a cute little bird.
Okay, and what was it called? What was the group of them?
An exhalation of larks. Exhalation.
Exhalation, like you're exhaling.
Yes. EXALATION.
Oh, good. Oh, dude, look at that. Of larks.
Of larks.
Larks over there.
Oh, what a of larks. Beautiful of larks.
I think it'd
These
be
larks
fun.
are small as shit. What are the larks famous for? They forage insects and seeds on the ground. They
must do it-
Them and every other fucking bird.
They must do it fucking amazingly to be famous for that.
Oh,
I think Google.
They
Google-
have melodic voices and courtships sound nice.
do definition of a lark. I think a lark is like a joke or something.
It's a small ground-dwelling songbird.
What am I thinking of? Lark.
Lore?
What? No, I know what lore is. What a lark. I don't know. I'll find it
A
later.
lark is a merry, carefree adventure.
A vacation? What is
Like
that?
a merry, carefree adventure. Dude,
know what
I don't
that
know,
is.
man. I'm not a lark expert.
Okay.
Okay, couple more Brian facts.
Yeah, let's hear.
I liked how there was a first animal discovered. Do you know what it is?
First animal discovered?
Like not basically like the first animal that they think ever existed. First,
A single-
Earth's first living animal.
A single-celled amoeba.
Called
What?
Dixinsonia. Dixinsonia?
Dixon Sonia. This sounds like a slutty girl named Sonia.
Dixon's. I don't. Dickinsonia.
Yeah, I see it, dude.
Oh, I
It's-
can't tell if you can.
yeah,
see
no,
it.
I mean, you're saying it right.
Dixinonia. Dixinonia.
And what is it? Tell us.
Basically a single cell organism, but it's not actually. It's those little like underwater things that you see fossils of all the time. I'll show you.
Oh, is this like the spiral thing?
Kind.
One of those
This
guys?
guy.
Oh, yes. It
So,
looks like a sand dollar or a shell.
Exactly. Like
Yeah,
I don't know
something
if
like
it's
that.
it's a animal. I guess it's or I don't know.
Everything that's alive is like it's an
Well,
animal.
it's so old that back then it was like you probably weren't doing much other than existing.
Well, humans weren't around for this.
Of course not. I'm saying like if you existed in this time period, there's not much. Existing is the thing.
Yeah, that's already a
You
big
are-
deal.
yeah, exactly.
You know, like, oh shit, you're here.
Here. Another Dixonia is just like, what's up, bro? We exist.
That's the big shortcoming of evolution as a theory, is that it doesn't give you an explanation for how life comes about.
Yeah.
It explains how it goes from one form to another, and does a great job of that.
Where's the zero? to
Yeah,
one?
that's so crazy. People, yeah, that's always what I think about when people are like, "Science is amazing." Like, we don't even know how
Yeah,
this
we're not
works.
that good. Well, if I gave you the first animal, I figured I'd give you the most recent animal.
Yeah.
It is the vampire wasp. Have you heard of these fucking guys?
No.
They are terrifying. This is a relatively recent
They
article about a month or
sting.
two ago.
They sting, suck blood, and eat their prey from the inside out.
Mm-hmm. Just your classic
God.
terrifying bug
It's
shit.
The same way I treat
And they're
my
also just
girlfriends.
pretty-
That's
Yeah, basically. Third date shit right there.
third date shit right there.
They look pretty terrifying as well.
But so do all bugs when you photograph them.
Sure, but this one looks like it like worked out and had an abusive family and wants to like
Vampire
hurt
wasp.
the rest of the world kind of
Yeah.
thing.
Well, dude, it's a wasp. None of the wasps look wholesome close up. They all look terrifying.
They're all pretty mean looking. Broken family wasps. All right. So we discussed the dying while having sex. Oh, my second to favorite animal sex fact, to cap us off with the animal sex facts, almost. You know what the anglerfish is?
Yeah.
It's the guy from Finding Nemo with the, right?
Yeah, the anglerfish. It's the one with the light that
Correct.
comes out of its head.
Do you know the size difference between a female and a male anglerfish?
Yes, I think the females are ginormous.
Ginormous.
And the males are like tiny little specks.
Correct.
Yes.
So how would you imagine that this sexual intercourse takes place between these two creatures?
Isn't it basically like the female doesn't even know what's happening?
So basically, if I was a male anglerfish and you're this giant female anglerfish, correct. You have no choice, but it's way less rapey because I basically attach myself to you and like we form into one being as you get my seed. Like
That's true. You can't rape
if
yourself.
you die, I fully fucking die. Like our like bodies connect, and she can have like 6 or 7 little fuckers just attach, form onto her. She gets stronger from them because we basically are forming into like a transformer.
Oh my God, dude.
She's gaining, and then she'll just all at once drop all the seeds, and then the guys disperse all at once.
They all leave. So she gets stronger, dude.
Well, she like basically has like more nutrients coming in now because like everyone's bringing shit to the
So
table.
in the fish world, hoes are more powerful.
Dude, she
They
is the
power
biggest,
up
most
as
bad.
they-
And the guy,
I have 24 bodies.
the guy also feels part. So he becomes like big dick, and he will be like anglerfish that mates with women is significantly larger than a single anglerfish. Like he has gotten juiced up from his lady, and he comes back to Singletown. He's like, "What's up, fuckers?" Like, yeah, we had a couple kids. Like, no, like, dude, you're looking.
He's like a
young.
middle schooler. He's like, yeah, I have got an armpit hair.
He's like, did you fuck? He's like,
Yeah.
that's sick. That's the only time you can tell when the middle schooler is telling the truth. He's like, I think Brad had sex. He's fucking huge.
Yeah, he's ginormous. Brad is now like a 6-foot
He's
middle
been gone
schooler.
for 2 months. He comes back just fucking drinking beer.
And it wasn't even sex. It was an over-the-pants hand job or
He
something.
just connected with her really deep.
You know?
I really enjoyed this fact, though. That's crazy. Like, they
that is
morph
crazy.
to you.
They stick
Talk about a
on you.
clinger. Last fact. I figured this was appropriate. How do moose fuck? Do you have any idea? This is the Moose Lounge. We have no clue how we've
Well,
even...
I would assume it's like horses, which is basically doggy style.
Yes.
Yeah.
Basically. But there's a bit of a ritual. Would you like to hear about it?
Yeah, let's hear about it.
So when the bull and the cow have finally found themselves in the beginning of September, the sexiest time of year, undoubtedly, far up north, he follows her closely until her estrus has come. I believe that's like basically being in heat. Before that receptive phase, everyone's favorite part, the bull can lick and smell the genital area of the cow. And this has 2 effects. He can judge whether its time is ripe and the cow is stimulated to reach the receptive phase.
Its time is ripe.
Basically, like,
He sniffs her. He's
you
like,
good and you trying to receive?
oh, I thought like he's like, no, she's just 16. Let's wait another 2 years.
Give it some time. So, during that period, any approach of another bull entering his personal zone may lead to a fight. So this is like the courtship's happening. As soon as he's inspecting her for her ripeness, everyone else better back the fuck off. Like, this
Or
is go
else.
time. So the bull then digs a hole about 5 times a day with his 4 legs and antlers and pisses all up in this hole.
Oh, wait, just pee?
Yeah, no, he.
Oh, in the hole he's dug in the
He's
ground.
now so he's determined
Okay.
that you're ripe and ready to receive. I'm now going to spend the next several hours digging a hole and then pissing all up in this hole, and it smells very strong. And he then strikes with the forelegs into the wallow and turns his head to perfume himself with the piss. So he's now bathed himself in this piss. The cow then pulls herself in, and he, I guess, protects her from other cows as she gets into this hole of piss bath. So he's because it's a gentle entrance. You know, she's
of course.
About to be in her receiving phase. And just before the mating, the bull puts his head on the cow's back. And this is my favorite part. The real mating only takes 2 to 5 seconds. So it is a day of prep work. You piss in a hole. You bathe in your piss. 5 seconds max of sex. And then they separate. And that's pretty much the end of their whole. She leaves, and he's like, I hope you have a kid.
Wait, so she gets in the piss hole at one point?
Yeah, this all happens in the piss hole.
God, what is the purpose of that part? I don't understand that part. Like,
normally, at least as I read it, I that's how I understood it. But yes.
She gets in the piss hole. Because normally when you hear about animal mating rituals, you can kind of see how it makes sense evolutionarily, like, the peacock has the big feathers. You're like, all right, it's a bigger, more intimidating male. Or something.
You want to fuck the big guy.
But get in the pee hole. Seems hard to justify.
Some kinky motherfuckers. I'm sure some like hardcore moose guy is gonna chime in on this.
He's gonna chime in
if we make a short. If it's a full podcast, no one's making it this.
But next time I'm having sex with a lady and she complains about how long I last, I'm gonna be like, you know how long moose sex takes? You've got it good as a human. You don't know.
Are lasting 10 times as long.
Yeah. That's 100 seconds. You're not satisfied?
Get in the piss hole.
Get in the piss. You didn't even get in the piss hole.
Fine. Get out of the piss hole. Fine. Yeah, that's the end of my animals and all my facts.
Nice, dude. That was a good one.
Hey, thanks. I enjoyed learning about these animal facts, and then I really enjoyed doing my own because obviously they were mostly sex themed.
Yes, I did notice that.
But it really all started from the Dixonia. I was like, that's funny. So it started off innocent, and then I was like, what animal has the most sex? And then I learned about these mice dying, and that was the rabbit hole.
Down it, yeah.
You have some jokes for us?
I do. I've got 4 jokes here for us.
4 jokes.
And kind of just.
I'll blindly pick. Just hand them to me on the cards.
Sure. I don't really know what order they're in, so take these 2.
No, I was going to say fan them out for me.
Oh, okay.
I still want some decision making here. We'll do this guy and this one.
Is that the one you wanted?
Yes.
What did I get?
Oh, you got to start typing these motherfuckers. I think I can read this.
What is it?
Subtly, what is that word?
Oh, those
no,
you can't do.
That. Implying.
Yeah. All right, I'll go first. I'll take my hat off for the jokes. Make this very. All right.
Careful now.
The hardest thing about dating Danny DeVito is that he's physically incapable of being the bigger person.
I love Danny DeVito.
On account of how small he is. Yeah, dude, me too.
He is a small man.
I was gonna do the opposite of being like the hardest part about dating Lizzo is that when you argue, she's always the bigger person. But we already had a fat Lizzo joke. So
I know, but I think that one's better, honestly. Those who can't do, teach. Subtly implying that 2nd grade teachers never figured out macaroni bracelets. They're tricky.
Isn't that funny? That's a joke I've done on stage a ton that no one appreciates, but I still think is a funny joke. Oh, dude, we don't even have the ring light to aim for this week.
Yeah, no. Ring light's a pain in the ass.
What do we have here? Special report from the New York Times has revealed that Mambos 1 through 4 are just as annoying.
They are fucking annoying.
I know, dude. It's one of those songs you hear it the first time and you're like, what a banger.
This is the best song ever.
And then you hear it every day for the rest of your life. You're like, I can no longer
And
take
it is a very, like...
Yeah.
It really
and like you
jabs at you.
you get what the whole song is in the first 10 seconds.
He fucks.
There's no switch up. Yeah.
He gets a lot of ladies. I like this joke. I don't know if I'm going to read it.
Go for it.
Tupperware containers are very poorly named. They almost never contain Tupperware. It is good. I was going to say, like, should it just be Tupper? But it's not like the ware implies.
Yeah. Tupperware containers. These things never contain Tupperware.
I've never seen any Tupperware.
Nice. That was a good Moose Lounge. A long one.
You have one more
minutes.
joke. Oh, wait.
No, I did two. You did two. I started this time.
Yeah.
I think you usually start.
You do usually start.
Yeah. Nice. Well, thank you to all 69 of you, plus the 1 or 2 of you that listen on Spotify every week.
Wow. I forgot we're even on Spotify.
We're on Spotify. Dude, we've had, I think, 17 total listens.
Sheesh. Blowing up.
Yeah.
Look out, Joe.
Yeah, we're coming in hot.